trouble playing Valhalla? Well, good thing you clicked. Just like always, read the title in case you don't know what we're doing. I'm too lazy to explain it myself. So, first thing you're gonna want to do is straight where I've just came out of the spawn. You want to go specifically across this way. This gate over here can be opened, in what case you just want to run through, but in this case I gotta go around. That might be because of a friend opening it, or just because of somebody via a public server opening it, which is also the reason why for your first playthrough I recommend playing it in public. Unless you're doing it with a friend who's already played it before, so he can help you out better. In what case, well, you go private. So, first thing I want to dedicate to is bones. In case you're ever having trouble on a boss at this part, you can kill the zombies around you, would all have a pretty good chance to drop some. Anyways, so when you enter this church, as you can see where I am, you can see that over here is the door where we just came past, and now it's opened. And now you can either run back this way, don't see why you would ever want to do that, because this is the faster path. And you can see when I'm killing these zombies over here really quickly, they will drop bones, what can be used if you find an anvil / teleport station to the Hall of Odin. It's also where you will be finding your, well, fast travel options. So, first thing you want to do when entering the church, emote on this, that will give you 2 wolves to assist you in the battle. From that point on, I just recommend you just kill this guy. It might take a few more shots because I'm max level on damage right now. Be aware he can be a tough one in certain situations, especially when on your first playthrough when you don't basically have any weapons. So in that case, I recommend bringing a friend along for the journey, might you be having any problems with it. But if this is your second or third time, go ahead and don't worry about it. Not really like you will be bringing yourself into any danger. So, as you can see, I just went into the basement. What is the way that you also want to be going? In this case, you just want to follow my exact movement, what I've just done there. In case you've lost me, go ahead, scroll back, you will be finding these elements. So, assuming you are here now at this part, or not, in what case I would say, why the hell haven't you gone back yet? Nah, now you're going to be entering the second realm, with the current total being, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6 realms you're going to come across. They are planning to add 9, but I know game creators are being a bit lazy until now, and yes, I will be making an updated version for this map. So as you can see, I'm just running ahead right now, and well, I guess you can slow the video down in case you're having trouble finding out where I'm going. But now we'll be entering the ice cave. This is a pretty easy way to find out where you're going to be going. Over here you can see the jump down. Down here there's going to be a boss fight. And over here, a quick shortcut. Go ahead and open this if you have a friend or if you're playing in public. Basically it's always a better idea to open it than to keep it closed. And now you'll be realizing I'm entering the next boss fight. It said eliminate 25 fiends. What it will probably be more because this game is very glitchy while tracking it. But you can probably guess it. I just want you to kill the zombies over here. It's definitely one of those such easy as mine because once again I'm max level on damage and health. So be prepared for a boss fight. This one can be hefty at times. And I've personally found the early game boss fights, they get progressively harder, and at the last boss fight it will be easier. Also, quick speedrun tip. After you have ran through that door right there, you can just respawn and skip the elevator section. This will let you run a little part ahead, which will make it a lot easier for you. So now over here, in the realm of giants, number 4, by the checkpoint number, we will be doing a quick speedrun strat. For this I want you to either grab the scythe that the last boss should have given you, or to use one that you should have already had, to jump all the way across to this ledge. So you want to be jumping from up there all the way down. You should see like a little rock pointing out. There will be a door over here. You can get a friend to open it for you, which would be easier. Or if you are doing this with multiple people, to kind of go and jump up there, but as you can see I have just screwed up. What means that well, guess no speedrun strat for y'all. If you do that, you want to go to the left, and from that point on you should have no trouble finding the next checkpoint. In case you guys are incapable of making that jump, such as I just was, you'll want to be running ahead, following the path, with initially going towards the left from the angle that you're looking at from the start. So coming up from the past elevator, you should be looking in the right direction, to the left, and after that just follow the path. Until where I am right now. You can see like this huge open area. You're gonna think, oh, there's a boss fight here. There's not. All there is this gigantic shed over here that kind of goes into the mountain. Guess where we're going right now. So you will be seeing this door over here. This door is something that I call a shortcut door, which just like up here, it's a door that can only be unlocked from the inside, and it can be easier to let friends through, or if you're playing by yourself, if you want to be doing multiple playthroughs in quick succession, you can be grinding your ascension really easy with it. There are tons of different ways to do that part. So anyways, by the time you'll be getting up here, you will be where you would usually come doing this speedrun skip, what I just tried to show y'all. You'll be on this ledge, and you will see this tower over here, looking to the right, and yeah, you just want to run into it from where you guys are looking from if you get that angle. It's a bit easier to do it in the late game, I've personally found. You will definitely need to try a few times. So as you can see, that's where you'll land. Just go through the building, you'll end up over here. Anyway, so now you'll want to be climbing this cliff. And now I'm going to be showing y'all a speedrun strat that I have personally found pretty easy to succeed in. What is the boss skip over here? So you can see there's another checkpoint. Go ahead, grab some mushrooms in case you fail. This one has those anvils you can use to level up either your damage or your health. It will look like this. And you can see I just upgraded my health. Nothing too difficult. And well, that's basically all I have to tell you guys. So now when we will be getting up here, I will tell you guys to do some parkour. So I would say get your jumper boots on, because this one is going to do some pretty large jumps. So the moment you get down here, a boss fight's going. So what I'm going to be showing you guys is in public sessions, you will be able to jump down, to jump all the way this way. You want to be doing the second bar, not the first one, the second from the door. Fall down. Because if I shoot my camera right on, you can see how like the blast area is sort of shortened out. That's because there's a little barrier up here. What you want to be doing is jumping via the bottom into it, and you will be skipping the entire boss fight. But in my case, I cannot, because this is a private session. So go back once again in case you failed. Quickly kill all of these. In case you did the skip successful, I want you to follow the path ahead, which you can either run. In case you did not do the skip successfully and have by that term killed all the zombies the game has asked of you, after this boss fight, you can see, you can run through this gate. As you can see, pretty easy. If you've killed all the zombies, and in turn failed the speedrun strat, you can respawn past this point, catch up in about a minute. In case you didn't, you want to be walking over here. You can see floor's already kind of damaged. What that means is well, this. That's the answer for you. You can just run via this underground path, and this will get you to where you will need to get. Now you can Now that we're back up here, this is the part where the two paths meet up again. You're gonna see we need 250 quartz. I thought it was 400 last time I played, but alright. So in case you already have it, go ahead, go through that door. This might take a minute. And you can see all the zombies over there have a sort of reddish glow to it. If you kill them, they'll be dropping quartz, what you need to collect. And eventually with enough quartz crystal, you will be able to go through the door. There's also a vending machine in that building right over there. In case you're wondering, that's the stair ending. For your relevancy points, just run ahead, first building on the left. That should get you through that level. At this part, I suggest you get a running gun SMG. In case you didn't, don't worry, this will just take a lot longer than it will take for me. You want to be running across these chains. I can tell you this part has been recorded separately because I've already fallen off like 200 different times probably. This chain over here, after you've just left the house, is going to be pretty hard to see, so watch out for that. Also, in case you're running over here, I recommend keeping your sight that you can always reach it, because just in case you fall off, you need to be able to jump to the next part and still save yourself. It's just very annoying. This elevator might take a while. Go ahead, kill some extra zombies in case you need to. Once again, the game is within my favor, so kind of being happy about that. Now over here, you would reach the first boss fight. I would consider myself to say this one is actually getting hard now. Even at max level, I sometimes find myself failing this one because of just the sheer amount of zombies and explosives that are in here. So you can see it's 300 brutes, and you can see these guys are slow, right? At the moment I start killing these, you're gonna see some spawning in the back over here. Ones who look a bit faster, ones who look a lot more like they're in a hurry. You see how my screen is kind of turned red? Now you can see like the faster ones appearing. Beware, because if those hit you, they will explode. This will damage you and is basically unavoidable, so as you can see, they explode even if you kill them, and if they manage to attack you, they will also explode with a lot more damage. So make sure to kill them instead of letting them just explode on you, because first of all, the game will not let you through if you just let them explode. Second of all, it will be a lot more damage on yours against you, which will make it in turn harder for you to actually complete the boss fight. And as you can see, I'm right now reaching a health amount that I'm not personally comfortable with. Don't be afraid to use your mushrooms in air, because, well, you're going to be needing them in most scenarios. As you can see, the text has just popped up. That's your sign the gate's coming down. Go ahead, walk past here. You should have gotten the checkpoint. And now you can just run ahead. So at this part you want to start climbing the tower. Basically just running till max height. Okay, so you can see I've reached the top right now. Just follow the way I'm going. It should not be a problem for you until you reach the west storyline over there, but in case you want to read it. Pause at this side of an angle. It's not really my problem. I'm not that type of nerd right now. Jeez. I keep misspeaking myself. So anyways, over here is over here I have personally found the third hardest boss fight, with the one we just beat being the second, with the number one coming right after this one. There will be an elevator over here which you can trigger if you have reached the boss fight already from the top. Once again, that's in case you have a friend that's reached there, or in case you're the friend that has reached. Go ahead and do that for the rest of the ones that are with you. Anyways, so you will see, we'll be able to run through this entire place. Don't run into the lava, it will kill you. The lava in this game actually slows you down and damages you over time, so watch out for that. It's not the lava most of us have experienced creative with. And yes, indeed, these jumps can be difficult at times, so don't be ashamed of yourself if you don't reach him. I've personally always found a problem with it. However, you can do either the parkour or this one. I find quite easy to just kind of jump over here, because you will most of the time already have enough health getting to this part. Although taking 200 health. Over here is the elevator I've showed you earlier. Flick the switch, you will see it start moving for everybody you want to take with you to the boss fight. And well, let's keep it on. This dimension is inspired by hell, and it's also how I would describe the bosses here, because of well, I mean, take a look for yourself. They're fast, they do a lot of damage, and they're hard to hit. With some of them even surviving 2 shots at the level you will probably be while reaching this point of the map. You can see even with max level they're being annoying. So anyways, I honestly thought I might fail that boss fight, in that case I would have just teleported ahead. Don't be ashamed to definitely take shortcuts in this map. It's always way easier, it doesn't really matter a ton. So, as you're running ahead right over here, you can either walk across the lava or take the way around. I personally always find it easier to just jump across. You will be getting lava pool as well not to step into. At this point you just want to go all the way up until you reach the outside of the building again. And once you reach, you will have either the option to immediately go to the boss fight or get a checkpoint. What, assuming this is your first playthrough, given that you need a tutorial to get through the map. Don't be ashamed of that, of course. So over there's the boss fight. There is the checkpoint over here. Assuming this is indeed your first playthrough, like I just explained, you want to be getting a checkpoint because first of all it's way easier, second of all, you don't want to be doing the boss fight the entire time. This sometimes takes months. So now, anyways, you want to be running over here to the portal. This right here as well, you'll be fighting what I have deemed the hardest boss fight. Reason being, this boss fight just takes way too much time with way too difficult zombies, with there actually being an exclusive zombie type, the golden zombie, to this boss fight. What is fast, has over 1000 health, and can one-shot you at any health amount. Or, wait, am I saying that right? Yeah, like 1 or 2 shots you, but then most of the time current attacks, doesn't really matter. Matter of fact, you don't want them to touch you. You can see all the bosses have just disappeared. That means that another phase is starting with different zombies coming out of the portal. Also, after the first phase, you will see these poison zombies starting to appear. In which case you kill them, they will be acting just like a stink bomb. As you can see, sort of like a stink bomb. So in case you're on low health, you're gonna have to run a lot. I should probably mention that that's just farming the poison zombies, the ones with gas, it's not a good idea because they do not count as progress to the boss fight. As you can see, this boss fight is hard because it will just deal mass amounts of damage to you out of nowhere. Those zombies over there, you don't want them to touch you. They deal like 500 damage a hit. They're just way too annoying. You can also see now they will be the explosive zombies from last boss fight will also start to appear. In this scenario, I just suggest you get a Chimera Ray, run ahead of them constantly, then slide, shoot them, and start running again. It's personally how I find this boss fight to be pretty easy, but still, once again, it's the hardest boss fight in the entire game by my opinion. So, if you personally find it harder, just, well, tell me in the comments if you find that one harder. If you find it easier, go ahead and say it. Actually, that makes me question. Well, after you complete the entire map, I want y'all to come to the comments and to say which bosses y'all have found the hardest to complete. Once again, if you are... I will tell y'all that if you're having trouble in this boss fight, don't be afraid to collect the bones, because it's really easy to grind over here. But there is of course an easier way to grind bones, which I will post inside of an AFK grinder tutorial for, well, basically anybody who needs it. That will be also on the same YouTube channel. I don't know if I will be releasing it earlier or later than this tutorial, because, you know, I'm recording ahead of time. I will put a timestamp in the description probably, or in the comments, to help you get through the help you to skip through this boss fight while I'm fighting him. Because I'm not gonna lie, it's very long and irritating. Boom, portal opens. That's the sign that you have completed the boss fight. As you can see, all the zombies have disappeared. There are a ton of coins right now. In case you're in need of coins, don't be afraid to pick them all up. Now, the portal. You can just run up here, pick it up. That's the first portal. This is the second one. But by the way, I should tell you, saw it over there? That's where all the zombies came from beforehand. Should probably said it ahead, but in case y'all are ever wondering where did the zombies come from? Go ahead. So now, interesting when jumping down over here is that indeed you're entering a PvP zone. Which means that you might kill people in here. People might try to kill you because most people quit the game before getting this far. As you can see, the zombies over here are kind of tough, which is the reason I recommend just running ahead of them instead of actually trying to actively fight them. Another quick tip, if you have a scythe, you can easily jump from up here to basically wherever you need to skip ahead inside the game. It's not a lot, but it will help you get across a lot easier. Over here you can run anywhere you want to, and you want to be going to one of these gates that have 3 gates behind it. That's the sign you're getting to the other one. So I'm currently going to the type 12, how I have deemed it, although there is also a type 13, in what case, once again, it will be either in the description or the comment, wherever I decide to post the timestamps, as number 13. It will probably be after all the shit we are going through right now, so I recommend you still keep watching this. So, anyways, you can see there is like an entire route over here that you gotta follow through a sort of dungeon path. These swords, if you touch them, they'll damage you for actually surprising amounts. I've personally always found it easier to just kind of run ahead without worries inside of this boss fight. I should probably also mention that these chests over here have a chance to give 2 different weapons. In case you're ever having trouble getting through this, stand up in front of the chests. It will give you easy support to get through it. So now we'll be inside of the main hall. And indeed, the number 13s, we have reached over here without getting to your gate. I will be taking a ride over here. Go ahead and run into that door I just showed y'all with the conditional button up front. That requires you to use the Spectrolight ore in order to get through. Over here you can see number 13s. I've just opened the gate for you. So that is the way. If a friend has reached number 12, go ahead, do that. If not, you are only going to back out and go all the way across the realm of death until you reach the right one with number 12. Anyways, so next thing you want to be doing is, if you're ever having trouble getting through this door because of not having enough Spectrolight, you want to be killing these zombies, collecting the Q parts, as I'm just doing right now. Then you can run back outside to one of the green bonfires, or, as I just did, go to the number 13 to get your checkpoint over there. This is the way out for people who are questioning it. So, after you reach one of the bonfires, this will convert to Spectrolight, which is also how I personally find farming it the easiest. So in case y'all ever need a 10, there's your tip. As you can see, I've just turned it into Spectralite because I'm at a checkpoint. And now people, you will see we are at the Hall of Regret, and behind this skull is the final boss fight. This one, there's actually a really easy guide I'm gonna make for. So go ahead, stay tuned for that one, or look for my YouTube most recent posts, because it will probably release soon to this one. Anyways, past this point, I will give you over to Dynastic in the future, and Fate